Aleichem.
Aleichem Shulam.
So first of all, you do have several companies. You've been here for other things in the past, am I right?
Correct. Today we're only here for Slash.
So what is Slash Staffing?
We help small to mid-sized businesses build offshore teams that last.
Okay, so you have experience with that? How'd you do that?
Absolutely. I've been dealing, because like you mentioned, I do own multiple businesses. I've been dealing with overseas staff for about approximately 8 to 9 years. What we did is, business owner, I know anybody who ever tried overseas staffing knows that there are issues. There are a lot of issues with overseas staffing. What we did is we went through every single issue, addressed them one by one, and solved each one so that as a business owner, I know what other business owners are looking for, and they shouldn't run into the same issues.
Let's explain the difference what I think you're trying to say. You're not saying that I get you an employee. You want to build a team. Now, I don't know if it goes as far as actually building the office space in the other countries, what people do. Explain what you do. Define it.
So, obviously, I said we build teams, but of course there's no minimum. If somebody wants to hire one employee, we do that. We do that all the time. Most people do start off with one employee. I actually encourage people to start off with one employee. Feel us out. See if you like. Once you like us, you'll expand.
So you're a remote staffing solution, in other words. I mean, you said it fancier, but that's really what you are.
Correct. I mean, we actually just had a big client, El Al Airlines. They just signed up with us. One employee. I mean, now at this point they have 3. They have thousands of employees overseas. But we tell them start off with 1. We'll expand.
That's a cool story. How'd you get El Al?
We have a salesperson, I believe, lives around the corner from one of the big managers there. And that's how it came about. It was a couple of months process until we got.
Where are your employees based?
We currently have employees in 20 plus countries, but primarily South Africa, Colombia, Dominican, and Philippines.
Listen, the fact is, I've interviewed guys in Ami who do lunch break who are very successful in this business. Some guys have 1,000 employees, literally. They have huge companies, very successful. What makes you different? There's so many out there.
Great. Hoping you're going to ask that. So if I had to answer the question in 4 words, it's we fixed overseas staffing. How do we do that? Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of issues. There could be a very strong accent. The data is not protected. Employees are not reliable. They can leave from one day to the next. They get $1 more, they're out. They don't feel supported. It takes 3 weeks to find a qualified employee. The cultures are very different.
For sure.
US, Philippines. What we did is we solved every issue one by one. We actually partnered up with a AI accent correction software, which people don't believe this, but it changes their accent in real time. So this is obviously only for client-facing roles. If you're hiring an employee to answer your phones, this is something that's interesting to you. It changes their accent in real time, and there's 2 options. One of them changes your accent 100%. It sounds very robotic. I don't recommend it. We recommend the option that solves the accent up to 80%, but still keeps the employee's tone.
You can't tell.
You can't tell.
That's nuts.
It doesn't change their English, but it changes their accent.
I got you. Who cares? That's amazing. Okay.
Every single, we call them slashers. We're overseas, right? Slash tab, we call them slashers. Every single slasher gets health insurance with us. So if they get a job for $1 more, they're not leaving. They feel supported. They have an account manager. They can speak to it any time. The account manager checks in with them weekly, monthly, quarterly. Every single slasher gets a U.S. culture course before day 1 of working. They get a culture course. It's a couple of hour course. Get to know the differences between
burgers, coffee, yeah.
We don't even cover that.
Okay.
It's know the differences, what's important to us, what's not important to you. For basic positions, we offer candidates within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, you'll have a candidate. We also offer, this is mainly for healthcare companies that are worried about their data, we offer a data/virus protection. I can explain how that works. Probably not.
What are your rates? People do like $5 an hour, $7 an hour. How do you charge?
So it really depends on the position. What we normally do is we get on a 10-minute call with you. We figure out exactly what you're looking for so that we can price you correctly. We do have positions starting as low as $4.98 an hour. I like to say most people do not end up paying that. It's very, very, very low. It's for basic data entry that doesn't need any experience. It's for the lowest of the low. An average client ends up paying between $675 and $975.
Amazing. How many employees do you actually have there now?
So we have 18 people, including 2/3 of my company is overseas. I practice what I preach. We have a lot of people overseas. I have 8 people on the floor today.
That's very beautiful. In fact, you have 18 people working in your company already. When did you start this company? A year ago?
2 years ago.
2 years. You have 18 real employees. That's huge.
But a lot of them are overseas. That's how I'm able to do it.
That's fine. That means that they exist.
Correct.
Which is fine. And you have several hundred, which is a very significant amount of people. That means you have clients that are happy. Give me an example of some of your clients that you have.
Like I mentioned, El Al, you want to know the names?
Give me a name of a recent company that used you significantly in a very big iPhone.
El Al is
what I like to preach about. That was a good name drop. I'm asking.
Focus Camera,
yeah.
QRM Healthcare. There's a lot of companies that people will know. But in general, the most popular positions are probably bookkeepers, social media managers, marketing, data entry.
Could a small business benefit from you? Like a small business, I'm a small store, I have a store online, I want to benefit from you.
Of course, there is a minimum. You have to have at least 20 hours a week. But absolutely, I mean, the truth is that most of my clients are small businesses. I'm mentioning the big names to sound good, but most of the businesses are smaller.
A lot of guys look for VAs, virtual assistants. Do you have that as well?
That is what we do. Everything that we only do, that's what we do, VAs.
Sorry, virtual personal assistants.
Of course, from the most popular positions.
The most popular that I know people try to get all the time. It's very difficult to pull off. I tried it once. I tried twice with it. Overseas, it was successful. They didn't really get what I wanted to do. They didn't understand, my model, my language was very difficult.
That's where the U.S. culture course will help. It helps more than you
If you
think.
find me a good person, I'll be a good representative for you.
All right, can I scan your badge?
I don't have a badge here, and it has to be at least free for 2 months. We were here last year, Staffing, or no?
Nope, first year of Staffing. We're actually a sponsor this year.
Oh, sponsor. Wow, that's great. You're an interesting guy. What other businesses do you have?
We have a mold removal company, but it's handled totally by my partner. I have a property management company, which is handled also totally by a manager. And then I have a company that helps people start businesses. It's called Start It Up. That's where I really got into the overseas staffing. That's when people kept asking me about remote staffing. But today the focus is Slash. I mean, it's been like that since I opened up Slash.
How do you manage all these different things?
It's all about delegating properly. I hire managers. As soon as I'm able to let go, I let go. And sometimes it's very hard. You open up a new business, you work really, really hard to let go. This is the first booth I ever had that I don't feel the pressure to be there. I have 8 people on the floor. I trust every single one of them.
8 guys?
8 guys on the floor.
From Eden?
No. Go ahead, meet them.
Beautiful. What do they do here? I mean, what are they representing for you here?
Well, I have my COO here. I have 3 Yiddish salespeople and 3 Goyish salespeople.
That's amazing.
And I trust every single one of them to do a great job. I don't feel like I have to babysit them.
You're a fascinating person, I'm going to say. So it's a pleasure meeting you again.
Thank
You
you.
have a lot of atzlacha. We'll be in touch.
thanks.
What's your website, by the way?
Slashstaffing.com.
How'd you get that name? It's a good name. That didn't exist?
Slash your cost, slash your stress,
Oh,
slash your
Slash
workload.
staffing didn't exist before?
Nope.
That's pretty cool. All right. Nice meeting you.